There's a saying that greatness isn't measured by achievements or titles, but by the quiet moments when we choose to help someone else. This story is about one of those moments, simple, ordinary, and life-changing. A chance encounter after school. One cool autumn afternoon, a student named Aaron was walking home from school. The sidewalks were scattered with yellow leaves and the neighborhood was unusually quiet. Up ahead, he noticed another student struggling. A boy about his age was juggling an armful of belongings. Textbooks stacked to his chin, a rolled-up poster, a pair of sports shoes hanging by their laces, and a worn-out backpack that looked like it could burst at any second. Before Aaron could call out, the other student stumbled. Everything he carried tumbled across the pavement. Books sliding into a puddle, papers drifting in the breeze, the backpack flipped over like it had been waiting for a chance to escape. Aaron jogged over immediately. "You okay?" he asked. The boy gave an embarrassed laugh. "Guess gravity hates me today." Together, they picked up the mess. Aaron noticed the boy was carrying far more than anyone usually took home. But he didn't ask. Instead, he simply said, "I'm heading this way too. Want help carrying some of these?" The boy hesitated, then nodded gratefully. The beginning of an unexpected friendship. As they walked, Aaron learned the boy's name, Daniel. Daniel liked strategy games, collected old baseball cards, and was surprisingly good at sketching buildings. But school wasn't going great for him. Some classes felt impossible, and he admitted that he'd been arguing with a few friends recently. Aaron listened, Daniel talked. By the time they reached Daniel's house, the two weren't strangers anymore. Daniel's mom greeted them kindly and invited Aaron inside for a drink. They sat on the living room floor, sipping orange soda, flipping through Daniel's drawings, and laughing about how terrible they both were at algebra. Nothing extraordinary happened. Just two teenagers hanging out on a slow afternoon. But sometimes ordinary moments are the ones that matters most. Years go by. After that day, they would wave at each other in the hallway. Sometimes they ate lunch together, sometimes weeks went by without a conversation. They weren't best friends, not exactly. They were the kind of friends life weaves into your path without explanation. Familiar, comfortable, easy to talk when it mattered. They moved into high school. Classes changed, people changed, but every so often their paths crossed again. A joke here, a shared table in the library there. Nothing dramatic. A conversation that changed everything. Then came senior year. 3 weeks before graduation, Daniel approached Aaron outside the school courtyard. "Hey," Daniel said, almost shyly. "Do you have a minute?" They sat on a bench under a big oak tree, the kind that had seen dozens of graduating classes pass beneath its branches. "You probably don't remember this," Daniel began. "But I have been waiting to tell you something for a long time." Aaron frowned slightly. "What's up?" "Do you remember the day we met? The day I dropped all my stuff on the sidewalk?" "Yeah," Aaron laughed. "Hard to forget. You slipped half your life on the ground." Daniel smiled. But there was something fragile behind it. "That wasn't just a clumsy accident," he said quietly. "I was carrying everything from my locker because I wasn't planning on coming back." Aaron turned toward him, surprised. Daniel took a breath. "I was going through a lot back then. I felt alone, lost, and that day I had convinced myself that no one would care if I just disappeared." He paused, gathering courage. "I had plans to," his voice fluttered, "to end things when I got home." Aaron's heart dropped. "But then you showed up." Daniel said, "You helped me, even though you didn't have to. You talked to me like I mattered." We laughed. For the first time in months, I felt seen. His eyes glistened as he continued. That small moment, your kindness, it interrupted everything I thought was certain. I kept thinking, if someone bothered to care about me today, maybe there will be more days like that. He looked directly at Aaron. You didn't just help me pick up my books, he whispered. You helped me decide to stay alive. The power of a smile kindness. Aaron was speechless. He had never imagined that a simple act, something he barely thought about afterward, had held such a weight. But that's how kindness works. We never truly know the battles others are fighting. And we never know when a small gesture, a helping hand, a friendly word, a moment of listening might become someone's reason to keep going. Aaron and Daniel hugged before parting away. Graduation came, then life moved on. But neither forgot that day under the oak tree. A day when the truth was finally spoken. And a day that proved that even the smallest kindness can save a life. The end.